Hey, God bless you guys, everybody. I hope y'all having a wonderful day. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I thank you for always being here, supporting me as I continue to move forward. I don't know what I'm going to bring on this channel. All I know is I want to be driven and led by God to bring truth into a society that seems to be falling apart, falling away. And I'm just hoping, with your guys' help, share these videos, let it be a conversation starter. Just so we can try to bring Christ to people. This world is completely going into a weird direction. It's expected, it's expected, but, I'm just going to continue to try my best to step out of my comfort zone and bring truth. Right now, I'm really about to step out of my comfort zone because something that I have on my heart that I've been really feeling is to talk about trigger topics. And when I talk about trigger topics, I'm talking about anything that when you start the conversation, emotions almost are guaranteed to come along for the ride. These are conversations that you cannot have without having some type of shift in emotion, whether it be a slight, medium, or a great shift in emotion. And the reason I want to do this is because I want us to use these videos as, if I continue to do them. I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm gonna try one. We're gonna see how it goes. Basically, what I want to do with these is I want you guys to watch them and acknowledge how triggered you are, whether it be by the things that I say, whether it be by the videos that we watching. I'm also going to read some of the comments, to the video and see how people are thinking, see if we get triggered by the comments, by the way people are thinking, and ultimately to see how we can control our emotions. You know what I mean? Me being Christian, I'm always praying and asking God for guidance, but I also get triggered. I also see things in society that get a rise inside of me, where I want to, knock a heavy bag off of the chain or something like that, So I am Christian, as you guys know. If you're new to this channel, this is a faith-based channel, as the shirt says. We're trying to bring, Christ to lost souls, to people that, that may want to. God says, Jesus says, let those who have ears, let them hear. So if this ain't for you and you ain't feeling it, it's okay. You can go on about your business, go to another channel, no hard feelings. Like Jesus says, I want those who want to hear this to be here, to hang out, and just to grow together. And being Christian is probably, in your guys' eyes or certain people's eyes, there's going to be a lot of bias as I'm watching videos. Because basically what this whole trigger topic is me watching a YouTube short that I've never seen, trying to react to it, and then also going into the comment section, seeing what people are talking about, and reacting to that, trying to see how triggered I am, trying to control my emotions, and just try to be able to basically do that, control our emotions, be able to have these conversations without losing our cool. No matter what side you're on, whether you Christian, not, whether you left, right, whether you neutral, whatever it is, but being able to hear another person's opinion, and it may go against yours, and that you don't lose your cool. That's the whole purpose of this. You guys will see it as I move along. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And if I missed anything in explaining it, hopefully you guys will catch on as we do this, and we'll see how it goes. All right, God bless. Let's go. All right, guys, so I found this video, the spokeswoman for My Body, My Choice. What I do is I go into the YouTube shorts. I try to find something that's I put in a keyword of a trigger topic, which My Body, My Choice is a key phrase for a trigger topic. For those that don't know, which I'm sure 90-something% of you guys do, it's a topic about abortion. My Body, My Choice is about how the woman should have the right, the sole right, to determine if they want to have an abortion or not. So I find a video, put the topic in the search bar, and then try to find something that's relatively recent. This is about a month old. Never seen it before. So let's get into the video and see what we got here. I don't know the context of this or what's going on. I glanced at this guy's channel when I was trying to figure out how to get a YouTube short big screen. I think he's a Christian, so I don't know if he's out there interviewing. This woman on the right looks very, very livid. She almost has evil eye, you know, like you can tell her trigger level is like at a 10. And that's another thing. When we talk about trigger levels, I want you guys to decide how triggered you were. You know, if you feel like sharing it, put it down in the comments. And you know, if you were triggered at a 6, you know, how did you bring yourself back down to a 3 to be able to even comment on it, or you know what I mean? But just to recognize and be real with yourself and realize, like, okay, wow, this topic really triggers me. So this is you know what I'm gonna pray on, God. You know, help me in this area, because I notice it really burns me. You know, there's a thing called righteous anger. It's cool to be angry. It's just we can't let our emotions get the best of us, because then when we talk to people, there's no way we're gonna be effective. So we got to keep our emotions in check. Everything I've done with the emotion in the driver's seat has always been a crash and burn. Always. You know what I mean? My pastor recently said, because I asked him, man, like, why God give us these emotions and what do we do with them and what's the deal? And he said emotions are good as long as they're not driving the train. He drew a picture of a train and different carts. The first cart, he put facts. The second cart, he put faith. The third cart, he put feelings. So when you let facts and faith and God ultimately drive the train, you know, your emotions are going to fall into place. You know, the Bible talks about what you feed your spirit, what you feed it, that's what you become. You know what I mean? People that are grow up in a BMX family, that people that ride BMX bikes, if you're the child of a dad that's into BMX, you might pick up that hobby. You know what I mean? Because it's just in you. You've seen your dad, you've went to his events, you've seen him watching BMX on TV, you joined him, maybe it was a bonding thing, whatever, but it there's a word I'm looking for, but it basically took over your spirit, your inner being, and so you became someone who really enjoys BMX. And that's what happens, and the Bible talks about that. So as we fill ourselves with the word, as we fill ourselves with facts, as we fill ourselves with just with godly influence, our feelings are going to begin to mold into that. But when we're led by our feelings are all over the place. That's why, you know, men, women, you love your spouse one day and you hate that person the next day. Or you despise them in a way, because our feelings fluctuate on their own without being tamed. If we just let our feelings run rampant, we black out. We don't want to hear anything, and we are just completely convinced. So my purpose here too is to be open-minded. That even though I'm a Christian and I feel strong in my Christian views, I want to be open-minded and try to understand the other person and understand why they may be thinking that way. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to be wrong at the end of the day. So there's a reason that some people are thinking one way and some people are thinking a different way. But nobody's openly going, I know that's a lie, and that's why. And but I choose to strongly believe that lie. We all feel like we are believing truth, even when we contradict each other, right? I want to try to understand that. Why do I think one way, and why does, you know, this person think another way? So let's get into the video. I'm sorry, I'm a little long-winded. Yeah. So this guy is, you know, he's got that look like, oh man, like, is she for real right now? And she's got that look like if murder was legal and I knew I wouldn't go to jail, like I would do it right now. You know, she's just got that evil look. So let's see what this is about.
My choice! My choice! My choice! My choice!
Right away, you can just hear in her voice that emotion, that anger. You can almost hear like demons rising out of her. You know what I mean? It's just such a. I mean, if I wish I had a side by side to her checking out at Target and seeing the difference in her voice, maybe talking to the checkout, if she even talks to the checkout, because you know people these days don't really want to talk to anybody. Maybe seeing her interact with her mom. You know, does she talk with that kind of emotion, that type of darkness in her voice? You know, it's probably night and day. But in these situations, when we let our emotions take over, we become a different person and we start raging inside, right? And that's what's going on. There's a rage. She's almost like, if not actually blacking out right now, and just completely drawn in on this guy like a sniper. Like she doesn't even recognize there's a tree behind her. You know, she's just, whatever this guy may have said, I don't know the context, she ain't having it. And she ain't trying to understand the other side. You know, I don't know if, you know, he might not be either, but right now he looks like he has his emotions in check for now. He's not, you know, we've all been in that situation where somebody just gets under our skin, or they talk to us a certain way and we're like, yo, like, back up, you know, like respect, you know what I mean? I'm a big believer in that, you know what I mean? How we talk to people. And that's very triggering to me. If somebody came up to me and started screaming in my face, no matter what they're saying, that's triggering already. And this guy seems to be doing a good job keeping his composure.
My choice! My choice! My choice! My choice!
All right, see the signs. I don't know if they're at some type of rally. I will aid and abet. Can't really see the signs. They're a little backwards.
My choice! My choice! My choice!
So right there, he's just like, she's touching me, you know. And, you know, yeah, she's not attacking him, but she's crossing lines right now. And that's the thing. We need to learn how to get our point across without, you know, crossing these lines and getting in people's personal space and all that. And a lot of times, I usually see people such as herself that, you know, I don't like to get too political, but a lot of times it seems to be people far left, you know, from my experience, that get like that, that want to put hands, that want to get into the personal space, and that just let that rage take over. You know, I don't like to consider myself conservative or liberal or anything like that. But from what I notice, when I see a lot of people that claim conservative, I don't usually see them get into that type of a state of violating people's space and getting, you know, radical. And that's just my observation. You know what I mean? Not trying to choose sides. It's just my observation. Sometimes I watch certain people like, you know, Ben Shapiro. I seen one where he was talking to this, you know, trans woman, and he was trying to make a point. And this person told Ben Shapiro, you know, you better stop it or you're going to go home in a body bag or something crazy like that. And it's just, they always seem to take it to the next level. I'm sure there's conservatives out there too like that. But in my experience with viewing scenarios, 9 times out of 10, they seem to hold their composure a little bit better. I don't know if a lot of, you know, to my understanding, a lot of conservatives have Christian values. You know, I don't know if that has to do with anything, but I know that in my life, trying to focus on Christ is the best way to calm myself. A couple of my videos recently was coming from church, and I don't know if you can tell, there was some a type of joy in me that was exceeding, overflowing, so to speak. So that could be it. I don't know. I really don't. Just an observation.
My choice! My choice! My choice!
All right, so as you can see, you know, the video real short, little short YouTube clip. It just seemed like this woman was raging, angry. I don't know if he said something prior. I don't know the full context. I think he was the one that uploaded it. So who knows if it was conveniently left out, what he did. I don't know. All I'm doing is judging by the video. By that video, she was out of line, in my opinion. The aggression in her voice. I know she's trying to show that she's serious and that she's adamant about it. I don't believe that's the approach that she should have took. It made her look very bad. So just my opinion. I wasn't triggered, but if I put myself in his shoes being there, and if I envision that would trigger me at least a 5 or 6, probably. When someone's in my face and everything, and if you want to talk to me, I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to be open, but to come at me like that, I will start getting a little emotional inside. If I'm being honest, that would probably get me. So that's why I'm praying and asking God to lead me and guide me. Maybe I can be out there more one day and be able to have those interactions. Right now, I like that I can sit in my chair, talk to you guys. Maybe get an aggressive comment here and there, but I choose to look at that when I want to. I don't have anybody all up in my face. So that would trigger me for sure. So let's look at some of these comments. 18 seconds ago, I put newest comments in the filter so that, you guys can see that it's very, what do you want to call it? It's not rehearsed. This is all new stuff that I'm looking at. So 18 seconds ago, like it never even happened. They are 100% programmable. Like it never even happened. They are 100% programmable. I'm not sure I understand that. Like it never even happened. I don't know if they're just trying to say like the abortion never happened. That they're screaming that out as if it never happened, like that they don't even want to acknowledge it. I don't know if that's what that comment is. That's a woman ? And you know what I mean? In a way, I might get a little bit off topic, but I do believe, when women get like that, it takes away from the femininity of what makes a woman a woman. Even men, it's not cool, it's not respectful, it's not the right approach. But when women do it, it brings a certain ugliness that overtakes, and it almost is more of a manly trait. You know what I mean? Take that how you want, but that's just how I feel personally. We got, man, she looks evil. I said that already. I agree. Just her eyes, everything was just vicious, like a pit bull, just ready for wanting blood, like a shark in the water, right? I want to see this screaming walrus out there taking the same stance on the next vaccine mandate. So yeah, I guess what he's trying to say is that, people have their favorite things, you know what I mean? Like they and they have all this energy for one thing and completely silent on another thing. And which is true, a lot of us, when we get triggered, we come hard, we come with passion, we come with everything. We come home and we probably black out and fall asleep because of all the energy that we come with on something that triggers us. But if we're not triggered by something, we don't look at the big picture. You know what I mean? We don't see, something such as, with the mandate, the bigger picture, like, are they violating my rights? Just because maybe I'm cool with getting the vaccine, but it's like, but shouldn't I have a choice? Just because I'm cool with it, does it not take away that I should have a choice? You know what I mean? So yeah, this has been long-winded. you know, I wanted to get into some more comments, but you guys see how this is gonna go. So if you guys want to continue, let me know, and we'll see how this goes. You know, I leave it in God's hands, and you know, thank you for joining me on this journey. And you know, check your trigger meter, see what happened. Did what I say bothered you? Did what people in the comment section bothered you? Did the woman raging, you know, on camera bother you? Did the guy just chilling, you know, not saying much bother you? You know, where do you stand on this? What you know, what do you think about it? You know, and just share with us. You know, let's help each other grow. Let's help each other get in check with our emotions, that we can be able to have these type of conversations without the disrespect, you know, and just respect each other's views and just come together as a society, if that's even possible these days. But God bless. You know, you guys are all in my prayers. All of you guys that are with me, that are watching, and just keep me in yours. All right. God bless.